You're gonna die and you still won't change? Let's talk about it. Hey guys, this is Andy with Mindset Matters More. And I heard this amazing story that it was done actually a few times and has been referenced plenty of times, but I'm going to give you the gist of it because I'm not good with statistics, remembering numbers and shit like that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to link to the video where I got this from, and I would love if you listened to this entire video. But the basic gist of it was that if you have a certain heart condition, that they were like, if you don't take this medication and you will die. You have to take this medication or you're gonna die. About 1 in 7 patients are going to continually take that medication. That means 6 of those patients, death is not enough of a motivator to get them to have this behavior modification. Now, that's not saying that they don't want to live, but that means that there's something else underlying that doesn't let them change. It prevents them from changing their behavior. And that's a lot of the work that I do with mindset is that it's not necessarily that you don't want to succeed. It's not necessarily that you don't want to be kind or be love or show love. It's like change isn't that easy. Change isn't about just the desire to do it or the want or the need. In this case, where like literally, if you don't change your behaviors, if you don't start taking this pill, you will literally fucking die. And yet people still won't do it. So need, desire, there's something else that's going on when it comes to behavior modification. And a lot of that, we not only that, but we don't explore what it is that's preventing us from changing, but also we don't explore the fact that we need to forgive ourselves for allowing those things to stop us from moving forward. Like, that's a radical idea. Forgive yourself for not being able to change. Forgive yourself for not having the flame under your ass to make that pivot. There's a lot that goes into change. So I'm going to talk about when I got sober. So when I got sober, I had this thought in my head that, okay, I at this point in time am recognizing that I cannot control my alcohol consumption. So I need to stop drinking. Okay. That led to a world of self-discovery about other things. It's like, I used it to cope for, sad times. I used it to cope for angry times. I used it to cure boredom. I used it when I was happy. Like, I had no idea that the alcohol had come into all these areas of my life. So when I said, hey, yeah, I'm just going to stop drinking and everything is going to fix, well, lo and fucking behold, it's like, okay, well, how the hell do I hang out with my friends? Like, how do I even go to my family functions? Because I know there's going to be a whole bunch of alcohol there. How do I go out to, what do I order for a meal when I go out, with to eat? Like, you're not going to have a glass of wine or a beer? Like, what? That's weird. Like, okay, well, I'm going to a Red Sox game and I'm not gonna chug a whole bunch of beer. Like, I'm going, like, it, change comes with a flip side that you cannot even begin to imagine. So, yes, subconsciously, you're gonna reject it because you have to change your identity. You have to change the fundamental person that you are. So, if you keep watching that video, what you'll see is that when interviewed, someone was being honest and was like, okay, well, what would happen if you continued to take the pills? And he was like, well, I'm young. Like, why the fuck should I be taking these pills? Like, I don't want to feel old. I don't want to feel like, but he couldn't grasp that until he asked the question, like, what is it about succeeding that you are resisting? Like, what's so wrong about succeeding? And if you get real with yourself, then to me it was like, well, what if I become boring? What if nobody wants to hang out with me? What if, like, I'm bored? What if I have to feel my feelings when I'm angry and when I'm sad? Like, what about all these other things that, like, this was doing for me. It was quite literally killing me, but that was how I operated in this world. And a lot of times we do things like even the amount of money that I was spending, it was keeping me broke. But it was like, well, if I don't have the latest and shiniest thing, then people will think that like I'm poor. I don't want people to think that. Or if I don't take this crazy vacation, like I'm just gonna have to stay in Massachusetts. Ew. Like the implications of change are more than just the benefits. Like I could tell you all day why it's good to lose weight or save money or start a business, or I could tell you all day the benefits, or even tell you, hey, if you don't do it, you're gonna die. But the implications of your identity and who you fundamentally are what's going to be affected when you change. When you change, it's not just about the change, it's about, okay, how does that impact the other areas of my life, my self-worth, by the way I view myself, the way I interact with people, the way that I navigate, the way that I have built my life right now, how is that going to change? And that, when you start to confront that, change can actually be fucking possible. Because if you're sitting there and it's so easy to be like, oh, you know what? Like, I failed again. Okay, I'm comfortable. I know how to fail. Confronting the fact that you are comfortable failing is fucking hard. I've been comfortable with failure for so long because it, not in the sense that like, oh, I know I'm gonna fail or whatever, but it's like, oh, if I fail, then I don't have to take the responsibility of success. Like, I don't want to do more work. I don't want, like, but those are the things that I had to work on. I had to look and see, okay, like, but if I really hate my job and I don't want to do it, like, if I'm in a career that I hate and I'm trying to change that, then yes, I do need to do more work. I do need to figure out how I can pivot. I do need to bring myself to those points where it's not just failure and okay, I'm done. No, it's okay, that failed, but let's try this other way. And all of these times that like you confront something, you have to really confront like, okay, why am I okay with this? Why am I like, why am I tolerating this level of lifestyle? What benefits is it giving me? And so I highly encourage you to watch that video because wow, that shit blew my fucking mind. Like I knew that there was parts of people who don't want to change and I help people change all the time. That's what I love doing. But when you like when you think about it, it's not just about the change itself. It's about okay, why are you self-sabotaging? What is it that you are benefiting? Like how are you benefiting when you self-sabotage? And that's a fucking question for the ages. Okay, guys? So watch the video. I put a link to that in the description. I also put a link to my YouTube and to my book. Love you guys. Bye.